In this video, I will show you how to use Google Jamboard in an online class through Google Meet. So in order to start Google Jamboard, click on the three dots in the bottom and you can see that there's an option of opening a whiteboard. Click on it. So it asks you whether you wish to start a new Jamboard or you wish to use an existing Jam file which is stored in the drive. So you can see that it is also possible that you can use an existing Jam file and you can start from where you had ended in the previous class. I click on Start a new whiteboard. A pop-up window has appeared which asks you to give access to the students in the class. So it is showing me the email ID of the student that I've added in the class. You can give the view or the edit permission to the students depending upon the type of exercises that you are giving. If you want the students to write responses, it has to be an edit permission. Only then the student will be able to write the responses on the Jam file that you have shared with the student. So I am clicking the edit option on and I click on the send button. So when I do so, I can see that a link has been generated in the chat box as well. So if the students have to access the Jam file that I've just created, they have to click on this link. For students who are working on the mobile phone, the link will not work. They need to first install the Jamboard app. When they open the Jamboard app, they will automatically see the file that is being shared by me. They need to click on the file and they can start using it. Now I'll show you the student's perspective as well. So here in this chat box, the student has received the link, and when they click on this particular link, you can see that it is directing them to the Jam file that I have shared with the student. So this is the Jam file I created. It has been shared with the student. Now, the first thing is, when you're working on the Jam file, whether it is visible to the students or not. So by default not, it is not visible to the students. You need to present it to the students by clicking on the Present Now button. So click on the Present Now button. Select your entire screen. Select the screen and click on Share button. And from here, you can select the Jam file that you just created. So this is the Jam file that I created, and now it is visible to the students. Whatever you will write, it is visible to the students. Remember that if you do not present the Jam file to the students, this will neither be saved in your recording, neither will it be visible to the students. We can also use the Jam file that we have created in an online class or otherwise to engage the students in the offline mode. I will show you here how we can attach the Jam file as an assignment in the Google Classroom and ask the students to send their responses in the Jam file itself. So open the assignment tab. I'll click on the add button. I'll select Google Drive because we know that the Jam files are stored in the Google Drive. I can see here that it is showing me the Jam files I created today. I can write my questions in the Jam file which I want the students to attempt. Select the Jam file that I wish to attach and click on the Insert button. Normally what happens is, this Jam file, since it is shared with all the students, when one student will attempt the question, it is a possibility that the student might accidentally overwrite the contents or delete the contents that are written by the student. So to avoid that, I can select from the arrow button, make a copy for each student. So automatically an individual copy will be made for all the students and there will be no possibility of the content written by one student to be deleted by the other student. Once you have done this, you can click on the assign button and the assignment will be posted on the Google Classroom. So we have seen that Google Jamboard is a very good application to engage the students in online teaching as well as in the offline mode.